Is the camera cut off or not? Is it cut off here?
I have to look it on my phone. Check guys.
That should be good. Alright.
You alive?
Looks like we're live. Yep, 2 viewers on there.
Hey. Want to welcome you guys to Lloyd Fitness TV, man. This is our first episode. And today what we're going to do, we're going to talk about this awesome transformation that my brother Terrell Lloyd has. He had it, took him only about a month to get these awesome results. So I'm going to talk to him and see exactly, and let you guys kind of ask some questions here live on what you guys want to know in this process and the things he took to get that awesome transformation here today. What's going on, Terrell?
How's it going, Drew? I appreciate you having me on the show today.
No problem. I want to welcome you here to Lloyd Fitness TV, man. It's our first episode here. Let's rock it, man. Let's rock it.
Let's do it.
This man, first, I've seen a post you put out earlier, man, this today here on Facebook, talking about this awesome transformation, man. I just want to kind of interview you today and talk about the process you took to kind of get to those end results, man, to get that six-pack abs that you have, because, man, that's what everybody's out there reaching for this summer. So kind of take us through your process, man, of why did you start, man? Where did that come from? Where did motivation come from?
Great question, Drew. Really, my motivation came from, really within. I've always been an athlete my whole life, and I noticed I was starting to lose it, as far as my results. I looked in the mirror one day and seen that I didn't have the six-pack abs that I did when I was playing college football.
Yeah.
And it really took me back on, I want to go back and get that. I want to have what I used to have, because I noticed whenever I was at my top peak physique, my mind was strong, my body was strong, and everything kind of ran together to where I was at the top of my level in every aspect of my life. I wanted that back, bro.
That's awesome, man. And it's great that you kind of mentioned that not only the physical aspect of things have to be lined up with the mental aspect of things. I think that's what a lot of people miss as far as with trying to reach a fitness goal, is just putting those two things together, doing the physical aspect and the mental aspect. So that's kind of great, man, that you kind of said that you lost the mental part of things and kind of tapped back into that zone there.
Yeah, and that's really my main focus on, why I went through it, because, everybody can walk around and as far as not really be in the type of body that they want to be in, but I think it's all about the mental aspect, because the body, if you really push the physical part to its limit, the mental part will follow right behind it and allow for you to really stay focused on anything that you want to do, regardless if that's a job, running a business, handling the family.
Right.
And that's one thing I wanted to have back, and that's one thing to really strive for. And I pushed for everything I had during that 1 month, and just went and got it, man.
That's awesome, man. Great results. And just kind of take us through your process of how did you discover this transformation? How did you discover this plan that you currently had, these awesome results in just 30 days?
Really, man, what I did is I put everything together that I've been focused on these last couple of years.
Okay.
The physical part with the working out each and every day, and also the nutrition. Another thing that I did put a mental part in there on allow myself to even have that go-getter mindset to go to the gym with a lot of mental exercises as well, as far as like meditation throughout the day. So it was more me just combining every aspect of life into one big package, and that allowed me to get outstanding results within 1 month.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And like I said, we definitely tell, man, you've been putting in a lot of work, putting in a lot of research in, just from the results, man. So it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And I strive to always get better, because each and every day I want to read up on something new, something I've never tried before, something that, just kind of further my education on some new techniques, some new things.
Okay.
And I came across some great techniques that really overall gave me a whole transformation on the mental part, physical part, and nutrition. And, if you combine that together, you get 400% more results than if you just do the exercising or nutrition alone.
Awesome. That's correct, man. I just had a quick question for you. I know within this fitness industry, I get this comment a lot from people, man, saying that, oh, man, Terrell, you guys been athletes your whole life, man. You know what I mean? This is easy for you guys to kind of get back in shape. And I just want to ask you, man, is this program really for the normal average person, man?
That's a great question, and really, what you're asking me is, and correct me if I'm wrong, is health and wellness for the average person, because the program I did wasn't nothing outstanding. It wasn't nothing superhuman that the normal general population couldn't do. And the reason I say that is because I really wasn't working out to failure each and every day. I just allowed myself to maximize my workouts through my nutrition that I was doing. And I think that the mental part of the game that I did each and every day, morning meditating and getting my mind ready for the gym, allowed me to go in and be focused and listen to my music, get the work done, and get up out of there and allow myself to get some work done throughout the day.
Okay. So you guys heard it here, man. Just because you're a former athlete or just because we're former athlete doesn't mean it's that easier or makes it easy for us. You know what I mean? This program is also meant for the normal average working man, blue collar person, working 7 days a week also. That you can do it is all about your mental mindset, your mental focus, and just really honing in and being consistent with your workouts on a day in, day out basis. Right. I just want to ask you, man, like, what's the secret? Everybody wants to know what's the secret.
Well, I tell you, man, I'm gonna have to kill you. The secret, honestly, there is one huge component that I did differently than a lot of people that wouldn't do, and that's one thing is adding in healthy fats. America has this persona that fats is bad for your body.
Correct.
But what I did is, and throughout my research, I found that healthy fats is actually vital for every single internal organ in your body to function properly. And that's what really allowed for me to not work out as hard and get 3 times the results that I would have got if I wasn't eating the healthy fats or wasn't eating as efficiently. And that's probably one of the biggest secrets I can give people is really adding them healthy fats and allow for yourself to really switch your body and become a fat burning machine by doing that.
Okay. That's awesome, man. And if I'm the average guy here and I want to get to know more about this plan and see and get more information about it, how do I reach you?
Yeah, definitely. You can comment below. Ask any question you have. Also like this post. I'll reach out to you. Or if you guys would like, just direct message me. And what I'm doing is a beta tester group because this plan has worked, not only worked for me, it has worked for some clients that have been doing some at-home workouts. So you don't necessarily have to go to the gym in order to get these results. You can do it in-home. But the main thing that I want you guys to do is to make sure that you follow the nutrition, because the nutrition is the best part of the plan. The workout really didn't matter. If you guys want to know my exact workout, that's what I'm be able to give to you guys, but also switch that to an at-home workout. And my workout consisted of a split training, 5-day-a-week workout. The weekends I took off. I wasn't working out I wasn't doing any cardio. And the big thing that I didn't do was I didn't touch any type of cardio machine. I didn't touch a treadmill, elliptical, the bike. All I allowed myself to do is maximize my potential through the resistance training that I did each and every day. And then I allowed the nutrition to really burn off the fat around my midsection to allow for me to get the ripped abs that you guys see in that picture.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What we're going to do here now, guys, we're going to put Terrell Lloyd on the hot seat. We're going to give you guys free of range to ask any questions as far as pertaining fitness, with your goals, any struggles, anything you want to know. We're going to go live here and answer any questions. So go ahead and comment below with your questions, concerns, and we'll get to them for sure. Hey, what's going on, Erica? Matt? Hey, Adam. Hey, what's going on, Danny? Like I said, guys, if you have any questions, concerns, go ahead and ask the questions, and then Terrell will be here. Terrell will be here, and he'll go ahead and he'll be able to answer any questions, concerns here, as far as fitness-wise that you guys have on obtaining your goals.
All right, nothing's off limits here. Guys have any questions about the plan I went through or how you can adjust it to your lifestyle if you're busy, you're working, you can't get to the gym, you definitely can do some things inside of your house that allows for you to tone, but the main thing is really having that nutrition to burn off that fat around your stomach. Got a question?
Awesome. I'll go and ask a question, man. A lot of people I know come to me asking how to lose belly fat. People want to know how to lose the belly fat the quickest way possible, and a lot of people have this misconception on They have to do ab exercises in order to have a slim belly or get six-pack abs. And kind of want you to elaborate more on that, on your philosophy with.
That's interesting because I didn't do, and I just realized this when he asked me that question. I didn't do one ab exercise the whole last month I was doing this program.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't, I guess it kind of was intentionally because I already know that everybody has abs underneath their fat.
Correct.
So what I did is I kind of went directly to how I know to burn abs, and that's really, or how to burn the fat over the abs, and that's really the nutrition part.
Okay.
So that was my main focus. My second priority was the resistance training.
Okay.
Each and every day I made sure I did not miss one workout because I didn't want to alter my results or push them back farther each and every day by missing the workouts and not being motivated to go. So I did that, and then the motivation came from me just getting my mind ready. Like I wake up, meditate, I think about exactly how I want my day to go, and in the weight room, I'm outside the weight room, and that's what really allowed me to just go after and get it. And of course, I had to put in the music and just rock it out to some fit radio, man.
Well, I mean, what are you rocking out to when you're in the gym, man?
It really depends on the fit radio. It depends on.
Okay.
It's all internet based, so it depends on what's going on for that day. They mix it up, okay. But lately I've been listening to Christmas music, man.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but
wish you Merry Christmas. Huh?
I appreciate. Michael Jackson get me going.
I understand. But we'll go out. We got a few questions here. Let's see what the viewers want to hear. How many meals per day we have by Dan? Wants to know how many meals per day.
Great question. And believe it or not, man, I was eating 3 meals a day, and I would snack on like almonds, protein shakes. I probably only had like a couple protein shakes throughout the whole process, but I kept it all natural, man, and was only eating 3 meals a day. I wake up first thing in the morning, eat a meal. My second meal will be right around noonish or 1, and then my last meal will be right around 5 or 6. Now, this is like a, big meals I was eating, so I'm a big guy, but you really don't have to focus in on 6 meals a day. A lot of people have that misconception to where they will eat 6 meals a day, and all they literally think about is eating. And that is like something that I didn't want to have to focus on, so I just ate 3 meals a day, and it worked for me on burning off the fat, and it actually worked even better than when I used to do the 6 meals a day.
That's awesome, man. Great information.
Great question, Dan.
We have a few more questions here. Erica, hey, how's it going?
Erica who?
What are some of the exams of healthy fats? So I guess she wants to know what are some examples of healthy fats, and how important is it to work out when you try a diet?
Great question, Erica. So the question was, what are some examples of healthy fats?
Correct.
The main healthy fat that I was using throughout this whole first month was coconut oil. Now, literally, I would cook everything with it, but keep in mind that you want to make sure that it's pure coconut oil, because if you go to the grocery store, you go to the organic section, you could misinterpret it for being not like a fake coconut oil with 50% vegetable oil inside of it. So every time you go to the store, you go to the healthy fat section, organic, you look on the back of the label, read through it, make sure it has no vegetable oils contained in that coconut oil. The other thing that I used was olive oil. That's the same exact example. A lot of people want to get these spray on the spray olive oil, but the spray comes with vegetable oil contained in it. Your body cannot break down vegetable oil, so this is really going to alter your results and it's going to add on fat instead of burn it. So make sure the olive oil and the coconut oil is pure with no vegetable oil contained in it. You also can add in butter, which I was eating, cooking a lot of stuff with butter as well. It really depends on what you're cooking, your vegetables. I would recommend just having butter, or your meats as well. You can kind of cook different things that you cook with. I would recommend using different type of oils, but make sure the butter is the same thing on the full organic pure fat butter. Make sure it contains no vegetable oil, and if you keep that in mind on anything and not consuming vegetable oil, that's what really is going to benefit you on becoming a fat burning machine, because the more healthy fat that you eat, the better you become at burning fat inside your body. You'll also release your leptin hormones, which naturally allows yourself to tell your body to burn off fat. And a lot of people are left in resistance to where they've been eating this vegetable oil for so long, they've been eating so much carbohydrates to where their body is literally resistance from allowing their leptin to travel up to the brain, which goes to the hypothalamus, to tell the brain that I have all this fat on my body, I need to burn it. And, I had a question, a client asked me the other day, you told me to eat this fat to burn off fat, but I have a lot of fat on my body already, so shouldn't it burn it off at a more efficient rate than, say, a skinnier person? And I was thinking like, yeah, they're right, because that's all I was doing was adding in more healthy fats, telling my body I have a lot of fat in my body to burn it off to become a fat burning machine. So what I came down to conclusion was this lady was was leptin resistance to where she has a lot of fat on her body, but the leptin is literally being blocked by going up to the brain and allowing it to tell the hypothalamus that I have all this fat, I need to burn it. So in order to get her back going, I made sure that she did not eat any vegetable oils and made sure that she didn't really eat anything that didn't contain the pure fat that she needed to eat. So.
That's awesome, awesome. The main concept is eat healthy fats. We'll go ahead and get some more questions in. We have Nathan here.
Nate,
what's going on, Nate? Nate Watson.
What's up, Nate?
He wants to know all vegetables are meat too. Can you kind of elaborate on that, Nathan?
Or did he say are vegetables meat too?
It says all vegetables are meat too.
I'm thinking maybe he's asking are vegetables a meat too, or not sure what you're asking, Nate. But to decipher vegetables from meats, really, I can make it simple for you. If you have any type of animal that has a head on it, you can eat it as far as like that's your protein. So the vegetables would be more of the leafy, greeny type foods that you see around the grocery stores on the outsides of the store.
Oh, he's asking now is red meat okay?
Definitely. Red meat is interesting because a lot of people see the concept of they need to stop eating the red meats. But what happens when you do that is people become iron deficient. And a lot of ladies have this problem because they really need their iron to function properly. So definitely I was eating some steak in the evening. Now keep in mind I wasn't eating it all the time, but you definitely need red meat to get your iron that you need throughout your day to allow yourself to function properly.
Okay, awesome, man.
Great question, Nate.
You basically want to know, kind of wants you to break down the concept of each meal. What is the basics of each meal? What does it consist of on breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Got you. So my breakfast would consist of really my whole day. If you keep in mind a protein and a vegetable. So the first meal will consist of, let's say, some eggs, and I'll have some asparagus with that for my vegetable. So you see, I have the protein and the vegetable. Now, I also have the healthy fat that I cooked my eggs in, and I also cooked the asparagus in as well. So that's where you kind of get all the healthy fats. A lot of people say, well, I can't eat that much fat. You're not really eating the fat. All you're doing is cooking your foods in it. The second meal will consist of a veggie burger, let's say. What I do is cook the beef in a skillet. I also have the coconut oil in the skillet to allow for me to really soak in that coconut oil inside the meat and cook it as well. And then afterwards, I would have the lettuce on top, and I would eat this burger with no bun at all and allow myself to get a healthy side, which is a vegetable. I'll give myself some broccoli to really get that detoxifying effect from the broccoli. And then dinner will consist of the same thing, a healthy meat, maybe steak, and also a green leafy vegetable, maybe some cauliflower, and allow for myself to really get the fiber that I need. And I'm also taking a multivitamin in the morning and the evening as well. So it really consists of my 3 meals per day that I was eating. You're also allowed to add in some snacks. I ate some beef jerky. I'm in between meals. Also ate some almonds. I love avocados, especially as my snack. It's a very healthy meal that allows for you to really get everything that you need. And also, One trick that I do with the avocado is blend up the seed inside the avocado. Now, this is probably one of the highest detoxifying effects that you can have in the body. And it really acts as like a scrub, and it goes through your bloodstream. And the avocado seed turns into like a fine dust and goes through your bloodstream and really cleans it out and allow for you to get rid of all that plaque in your body.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Great response. We appreciate the info, man. And we have a question here from Dan. Hey, Dan, how's it going? He wants to know pretty much here, what is your carbohydrate intake a day on this meal plan that you're currently on?
That's the main thing that I was regulating throughout this whole meal plan. Carbohydrates were kept under about 60 grams per day at the
60
most.
60 grams?
60 grams per day. And a lot of people don't know this, but fats is not the problem why people are unhealthy, why people are overweight. It's really the carbohydrates on the level that people eat per day, because people be eating around 300 grams per day.
Correct.
And really what that does is push them towards insulin resistance. It's very unhealthy. It also really acts as pushing them to gain more fat because they're overfilling their glycogen levels in their liver. And when their glycogen levels are overfilled, this travels and goes to your body and gets stored as fat. So if you limit the amount of carbs per day, and you really don't necessarily have to go under 60, but if you have to make sure that you know exactly where your body starts to gain fat from these carbohydrates and sugars as well, because you have these drinks, all the sugars and all the carbs go to the same exact spot. They get converted into glucose, and you really want to regulate that to maximize your fat burning potential.
It's awesome, Terrell. We appreciate it, man, for sure. Hey, Mandy, how's it going? We appreciate it. If you have any other questions, concerns here today?
It was a great session. I appreciate you interviewing me. Any last minute questions, go ahead and pop them up, and I'll be able to answer them for you.
Hey, what's going on, Matt? We have a question here. How much water you drinking a day, and what other things you drink besides water? Because a lot of people sometimes get tired of just drinking water on a consistent basis. What else can I drink?
Gotcha. That's a great question. And my water intake was very high because I was always in the state of wanting to detoxify and also get the hydration that I needed to work out. So the main things that I drank throughout the day was Gatorade Zero, also water, and also would drink a tea, like the 0-calorie tea that really allows for you to not get that sugar intake that you would get from maybe like the Lipton tea that contains a lot of carbs and a lot of sugars. So I would drink a lot of tea, a lot of the water, obviously, and a lot of Gatorade Zero throughout the day, and that worked fine for me. I've never been a soda addict. I've never really drank too much juice, but really I needed that flavor sometimes. And there's some packages that you can get. Literally you can rip it open and pour it into the water if you needed some flavor. Also, one thing that I did was lemon water first thing in the morning. I would always have like a tub sitting out on the counter throughout the night because I wanted this lemon water to be about room temperature so my body doesn't literally have to metabolize it or bring it back to, sorry about that. But yeah, I would drink lemon water. Another detoxifying effect that I have. Also, we have a whole list of infusion waters that you guys can drink. I'll definitely send that to you guys for free if you guys want a copy of the infusion water. All it is a lot of fruits and vegetables that are in waters that allow for your body to detoxify.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. We definitely appreciate that because I know sometimes, kind of like you, man, I get tired of drinking water myself, so I try to supplement some of those things Terrell kind of mentioned here, just give a little bit of flavor and give a little bit of something else, something different on a day in, day out basis here. And we'll keep continuing on, guys, here with the questions, man. Definitely want to help out many people as you can. So if you have any questions, concerns, feel free, comment below. We'll get to them for sure. So we got Nathan here. He said he buys the big Gatorade powder. He makes it on his own. So he wants to know, is regular Gatorade too much sugar?
That is a great question. Gatorade is a huge company. It's a big sports enhancement company. And what these sports enhancement companies do is they use the carbohydrates and they use the sugar to fuel your body throughout a sporting event. And a lot of people don't notice this, but If you drink this throughout the day, it's the same effect as you drinking or eating like some candy. So you really want to make sure that you try to stay away from Gatorade if you can. But I would rather you drink Gatorade than drink a soda. So if you have, that effect of it's either Gatorade or soda, just have the Gatorade. I mean, it's not going to hurt you too much, especially as much as soda, coffee, all these other drinks that are out there that have a higher sugar content and a lot of carbohydrate, or not carbohydrate, a lot of the caffeine that the other drinks have. So definitely have your Gatorade, Powerade, man, and just make sure you do a little bit more cardio that day or something, but it won't hurt you.
Hey, Sheree, want to welcome you. We appreciate the comment below. And I just want to ask a question for some of the fans. I know they want you to kind of more elaborate on this here. What about the diet Gatorades? I guess the zero Gatorades, the zero Powerades.
Yep.
Are those better for a client than drinking the regular Gatorades?
Yes. And the reason why is because, like I said before, it's the same effect as I kind of researched on the foods. What I was trying to do is restrict anything that allowed my body to gain more fat. And the two main factors that you have to watch out for is the sugar intake and the carbohydrate intake. The proteins and the fats are the two things that you can regulate easily. But if you watch out for the sugar intake and the carbohydrate intake, them are the things that you need to watch out for, because that's what's getting converted strictly into fat after your glycogen levels are full. And the funny thing is, they're always full unless you just got done in a flight or fight situation, running it from a burglar or out in the jungle about to get killed by a tiger or something. So that's actually the whole reason why your glycogen levels are always full, is because you need them for flight or fight situations. If somebody was chasing me down the street, I'm gonna have to get away very quickly. Or you heard the story about the mom picking up the car off the baby. She's using her glycogen stores. They're always full. But another interesting thing is that you have to really allow yourself to burn off the most fat by always restricting overfilling your glycogen levels.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Hey, Monica, want to welcome you here. What's going on, Derek? Candy, how you doing? Evan Johnson, what's going on, man? If you guys have any questions, any concerns, man, feel free to ask. We got Terrell on the hot seat tonight, so put the pressure on him. Ask any questions.
Nothing is off limits. But definitely, but the main thing, yeah, like I said before, is it's all about that mindset. And you kind of mentioned that athletic thing is, we've always been athletes, and maybe we got something a little extra than other people have. That's not the case at all, because going through this workout has been very tough. It's been a tough process, and I don't want to go to the gym just as much as the other person. But the reason I go is because diabetes does run in our family.
Correct.
I want to make sure that I live the most healthiest life throughout my day. I also want to have enough energy to do anything that I want. Like I said, my friends want to go rock climbing. I'm like, let's go. I don't have to work out to do a physical activity. If they want to go kayaking, I have no problem at, burning the shoulders out on the lake. And I always want to make sure that I have the physical, aspect of things right, and the mental aspect to follow right behind that, to allow for me to do anything I want in my life. And I've noticed that everything has been falling together when I'm on the top of my game, mentally, physically, emotionally. Everything falls right into where I want to be.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Great motivational tip here from Terrell for sure. And we have Chris here. Says the Adonis belt is genetic. He wants to know, is the Adonis belt genetic?
Let me see how that's the Adonis belt. Right. I'm not too sure what the Adonis belt is. Kind of elaborate on that, Chris. I'm not sure what the Adonis belt is.
So pretty much the cuts that runs from your hips down to your happy place. So pretty much that V line there, you're pretty much trying to talk about basically that V line in the abs, correct?
Okay.
He said he wasn't able to get it 4% body fat 10 years ago. Pretty much, I think he's talking about the V line in the abs there, how to get the V line cut in the abs.
Gotcha. There it is. Like a lot of people out there that can't get them, it is genetically formed, But the main thing that you want to work on is maybe to focus on lower